Hello YouTubers. Today I'm going to review another mini chainsaw. This will be saw number 5. I have reviewed 5 mini electric chainsaws. These saws are very popular, especially with ladies and seniors because they're lightweight, compact, very easy to handle and use, and they're affordable. Gardeners, farmers, homeowners, hunters, hikers, all love these little saws, and after you watch this video, I think you'll see why. So I'm going to unbox the Velotrex mini electric chainsaw. Show you what it comes with, show you the features. I'm going to show you how to use it, how to set it up, how to use it, and then most importantly, I'm going to point out the 5 important features to look for if you're purchasing your own mini electric chainsaw. So let's look at the Velotrex. Number one, it does come in a nice carrying case. They all pretty much come with a pair of pretty flimsy gloves. They come with a pair of eye protection, which is important. A nice owner's manual. Velotrex cordless electric chainsaw. Let's look at that real quick. Some of these are not very well detailed. This one looks like it is, though. It's got a lot of nice illustrations. They point out all the different parts it states that they come with 21-volt lithium-ion 2,000 milliamp hour batteries, and the rotating speed of the chain is 35 feet per second. The horsepower, I didn't know it was horsepower, but I guess it is 1,000 watts. And so there's some nice illustrations there. That's the product overview. First use, how to install the battery, starting the chainsaw, how to replace and install the guide plate and chain. I call the guide plate the bar. They call it the guide plate. But nice illustrations there showing you how to do it. The saw itself, nice looking saw. There you go. That's got a 6-inch bar on it with a chain. This is the hardened plastic that almost all battery-powered tools come with nowadays, even the Milwaukee and DeWalt's. This is that TPE rubber, anti-slip rubber. Has a really nice feel to it. What else comes with it? Oh, it does come with the 8-inch bar. That was another reason why I agreed to review this one. It does have the 8-inch bar and a chain, little Phillips head screwdriver, a little cleaning brush down here. Most of them come with that. And 2 batteries. 2 batteries are important. And of course you want at least 2 amp hour. These are 2 amp hour or 2,000 milliamp hour batteries. They're the same, really. And they're 21 volt. Charge indicator. Press the button. It's got 4 bars. It looks like they're all equally lit. So they come fully charged. 4 bars, all equally lit. So 2 batteries. 2 batteries, that's one of the features. They all should have at least 2, even in this $70 price range. This saw is $69 on Amazon. All right, now there's your charging port right there. Put the barrel connector, push it in, and then you're going to plug this into your standard outlet, 110. There's a little indicator on here. It'll start out red when it's charging and green when it's charged. This one does have all 5 features that you should look for in a mini electric chainsaw, cordless chainsaw. You want a brushless motor. Brushless motors hold up longer. They have more power. You're not going to have the overheating like you do on a copper brush motor. Some of the copper brush motors, you can run them for a short while. They get hot and they stop until they cool down. These have overheat protection and they are brushless. Look for brushless. Brushless is best. Number two, I do think you definitely want 2 batteries, and they need to be at least 21 volt and at least 2 milliamps. Same thing as 2 amp hour or 2000 milliamp hour batteries. Feature number 3, what is feature number 3 that an oil reservoir. That's important. One of the chainsaws I had, the Saker 4-inch, first one I had was a nice saw, but you had to just manually apply the oil. These have an oil reservoir. You compress the bulb every 5 to 7 cuts, and it'll secrete oil along your chain to keep it lubricated. And the 4 or 5. Oh no, this is 4. I think the auto tensioner, although not extremely important, it is really handy, and a lot of them come with it anymore. Number 5 is the safety. It's important, and you can see I don't have the battery in here yet. It is very important not to be messing around on this end of the tool when you have the battery in there. Even though this has a safety on it, and this is one of the better safeties, you just don't want to get in the habit of having your battery in while you have your hand down here. So the safety features, that's number 5. All of them should have a safety feature. I've almost accidentally cut myself with these because I forgot the batteries in, I'm checking tension or whatever down here. So you cannot, on this one, and this is one of the best ones, you cannot depress the trigger until you depress the safety button. And you can hit this one. This is also right or left-handed friendly. That's an important thing to look for if you're left-handed. Most of these saws are right-handed friendly, but a few of them are not so left-handed friendly. So you can press that button from either side. It's spring-loaded too, so you can press it here and then pull the trigger. That's the most comfortable way to do it. Or you can press it with your thumb over here and pull the trigger. That's probably more comfortable, actually. But see, you can do that with your left hand just as easy. You can depress I'm pressing it over here, I can press it here, just whatever's comfortable to you. So that's a nice, very nice safety feature, and I think that's one of the best ones. I'm also going to show you how to use it. I'm going to show you how to put the chain, change the bar, put the chain on, obviously put the battery in. We'll get out there and test it, and then I'll give you my honest review of it. But it checks all the boxes as to the 5 most important features to look for in a mini chainsaw. So I'm going to quickly show you how to change the bars from the 6-inch to the 8-inch. I want to try out the 8-inch. I do not have an 8-inch mini chainsaw. So like I said, you're going to take this lever and pull it up like that, that latch. And you flip this up. This kind of gets in the road, so you've got to push that down, get that back. And let's see, can you see what I'm doing here? So here's the wing nut that you're going to have to remove. We've already got the wing nut off. We're going to lift it off of this little pin. Like I say, these guards are important, but they're always a little bit in the road. So that just slipped off of that pin. There's your 6-inch bar and chain. See how it rides in this groove? Lays right in that groove. It's easier if you do this without the chain on. See how that this is a nice sturdy spring here. See how I'm pushing that in against the tension of that spring? That's what keeps your chain tight, or why they call it a self-tightening or self-tensioning. So we're going to put this over here. Get that out of the road here. And then you're going to slide it. So you find that hole. Once you got it on that, you're going to have to push it that way as far as you can. So get your wing get your wing nut back on here, just don't tighten it all the way. Got a little oil or something on it. So don't tighten it all the way, but push it as far as you can and tighten it. All right, and check the direction of your teeth again. Slip it over the tip of the bar first. Work it around this guard. And you're going to try to get it started in the groove on both sides and get it over the sprocket here. And then if you watch, I've got a lot of slack in that, so I don't know if it's going to be staying in the groove. I'm going to loosen it a little bit. When I loosen that wing nut, this bar is going to slide forward and it'll tighten it, but I don't think it's going to. I've got it so much slack in it, it may not end up in the groove. Let's try it. I'm going to loosen it, watch the chain. It's trying to, but see, it's a little bit out of the groove. Here we go. There we go. See, as I got that in the groove, that pushed the bar out nice and tight. Make sure it's around your sprocket good. Pins there. When it all looks pretty good, just tighten that. Put the cover back. Double check. So when you pull down in the middle, and that's what they tell you, you should be able to pull it down about 1/8 of an inch. So that's nice right there. Cool. That's where you put your oil. Got to get primed first. There, I'm hearing it. You'll hear it under the cover there coming out. Of course, they tell you to do that every 5 to 7 cuts. You know, after you've made a cut, or 5 cuts or so, give that bulb a squeeze or 2. Sometimes that chain will sling oil, so I'm going to put it down away from it. All right, that saw is ready to go. That one needs cut down anyway. There's a lot of stuff needs cleaned up down in here. So we're going to fell this tree. I just played back a couple of my clips. Found out I did all this on high speed, which I didn't want to, and there was no sound to it because of that. But I felled this little tree here. It's maybe a 4-inch diameter tree. The saw cut very well, but the chain was loose after one cut through that. So it's easy to tighten it. Flip the cover up, loosen the wing nut, and it tightens. But every cut I made, it was almost coming off the bar afterwards, and I don't know why. Boy, if you don't push that button all the way in, you can't start the saw. And you want to keep that plate covered. Clean, I mean, every now and then. And give it some oil. That's a big cut. This is a pretty big piece of wood, and it's chariots, so it's hardwood. All right. That button's got to be pushed in all the way for that to engage. I don't really like it because it's hard to... I'll tell you what, I'm having some difficulty with this saw, and I'm not sure why. If you don't tighten this wing nut against the bar, the chain loosens all the time. If you don't tighten it enough, the bar gets too loose, and then it jams up. And then this switch, see, I don't get that. Battery's fully charged, and it will not... There's something wrong in there. All right, I'm going to keep cutting. Battery's still showing 4 bars, but boy, that other one went from 4 bars to 1 bar in a hurry. Died on me, it seemed like. I did not. They showed 4 bars out of the box, so I didn't charge them. Maybe I should have. Okay. I'm about ready to give up on that little thing. The batteries showed a full charge 1 minute and no charge, or 1 bar the next. Okay, I'm back at the shop. Hold this for me. I'm going to put these on the charger. Make sure I got a green light. I guess I should give it the benefit of the doubt until I fully charge them, but I'm having my doubts. Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm about to give this Velotrex mini chainsaw a second chance. I'm hoping it was the batteries. It showed that they had a full charge, but they obviously didn't, because it went from 4 to 1 in no time. And I'm wondering if that's what wasn't causing some of the issues I'm having with the switch. See a difference already. I do believe that the whole issue yesterday was batteries that indicated full charge that were not fully charged. We'll keep cutting. Go to a little bit bigger stuff, still with the 6-inch bar, and the battery is still indicating full charge. So we got 4.5 inches there. You can see that, 4.5 inches this way. Five inches that way, 5.5 that way. Anybody counting the cuts? I was supposed to get the 8-inch bar. Let's do that. I'm going to snug that up slightly. We're going to close that. And I like to take and with my hand see if it's turning okay. It is. All right, we're down to 1 bar. So I will say one thing, it goes from 4 to 1 in a hurry, but we've done a lot of cutting on this battery. I'll show you here in a bit. There's actually quite a few cuts. You got 2, 1, 2. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6. And 74 cuts out of that. Actually, there would have been a couple more when I cut them to bring them in here. So yeah, that's a lot of cutting. Oh, there's more. Let's say 74, 75, plus whatever 2 or 3 cuts outside. So I'd say close to 80 cuts with 1 battery, 1 fully charged battery, and almost flawless. These batteries came and showed that they were fully charged. So I did not put them on the charger. But they obviously weren't, because I got out there and made a few cuts. And even though it was still showing 4 bars, it was, I thought the switch was bad. I'd pulled the trigger, I need to clean my saw up. I'd pulled the trigger and it wouldn't come on. Turned out it was because the batteries weren't as charged as the indicator said they were. Today, it's cut almost flawlessly. My other complaint yesterday was that the chain kept coming loose. But that was my fault as well, because I didn't read the directions. Don't tighten the wing nut all the way. Snug it, but don't tighten it all the way. When you do that, your chain stays nice and tight. What else? Excuse me. This switch, although I said in the beginning I thought it was great because a left or right hand person can operate it, and they can. But I'm used to pressing it with if I'm right-handed, I press it with my right thumb. And for some reason it's been a little uncomfortable, a little blister. Sounds like I'm whining, but my other saw didn't do that. Minor things, but now that I got, read the directions and figured out that the batteries need to be fully charged, I'm going to give it a 4-star because of the trigger. This safety switch, just uncomfortable in my opinion. And the charge indicator light does not seem to be reliable on the batteries. Otherwise, I think you'll love the saw. It's only $70. I also wanted to mention that the Vosro battery, the Imum Live battery, that's a 3 amp hour battery. They all fit these saws. Kind of good to know, isn't it? So nice little saw. I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to get one of these for yourself. I think you'll like it. And if you do like this video, please hit the the thumbs up button and subscribe. I don't get these videos out as much as I'd like to, but when I do, you'll be notified if I do. And thanks for watching.